Coming up, it's showtime in Ipswich. After missing a year owing to COVID, all the fun of the Ipswich Show is back after a 2-year break. But how different will it be operating under COVID-safe conditions? And later in the show, Ipswich population growth remains strong. It's Tuesday, May 11, 2021, and I'm Alan Roebuck. Welcome to Ipswich Today, which acknowledges the traditional custodians of the land on which it is produced and pays respects to elders past, present and emerging. This podcast is supported by Kinetics, people-powered web hosting trusted by Australian businesses since 1999. If attendances at country shows already held this year is anything to go by, Ipswich could be in for a record year when families flock to the first show in 2 years this weekend. Helping us navigate the showgrounds is new Show Society President Darren Zanow. Darren, thank you for talking with Ipswich today.
Anytime.
It's almost showtime. How would you describe the last few months planning for this year's COVID show?
Chaotic, however. Look, we're there. We've got a show, and I'll tell you what, we've got a big show. There's been a lot of work gone into this one, Alan, and there's certainly a lot happening at the show this year. And a lot of changes.
Well, tell us what's new on the program first up.
On Friday night, we have our bull, bronc and barrel races, full rodeo on Friday night. Of course, we've got the monster trucks back on Saturday and Sunday with a huge performance on Sunday afternoon. And our demolition derby on Saturday night. Of course, we have the Brute Ute Sunday. We've got Luke's Reptile Kingdom. We've got Circus Ipswich. We've got Noah's Pig Races. Mate, we've got so much happening at the show.
Now, putting all this together, I notice that the website says it's a COVID-safe event. How many hoops did you have to go through, or we don't have enough time to talk about it?
We don't have enough time to talk about it. However, Alan, look, what I've got to say is that everyone will certainly be very safe coming to the show. And I know, in years gone by, like places like the Ekka, people sort of go, oh, don't go to the Ekka because you'll get the flu and all that sort of stuff. Well, I can assure you now, shows really have changed, and COVID has helped us change, and I reckon change for the better. So there's plenty of hand washing facilities, plenty of sanitising stations, and we encourage everyone to come to the show and please practice social distancing. We also have limits on the amount of people that we are allowed into the pavilion at any one time. However, because we've got such large pavilions, our main trade pavilion is 5,000 square metres. So obviously we can fit a lot of people within those spaces and still be COVID safe. And of course we've got, lots of other events that are outside as well this year. So we've made the trade display pavilions with the show bags and the Soulful and Wellness Expo, along with the Antique Expo and all of the trade displays in the pavilions. And we've taken some of those events out and put them outside this year, which will be a great thing to ensure that, we're COVID safe.
It certainly will be. It's been 2 years since the last show, and there's been a substantial building program going on. So people who haven't been there for a while are going to notice a few changes. Let's talk about those new facilities.
Oh, definitely. Look, we've spent $5.6 million on the showgrounds over the last 2 years, and we've created this lovely centre called the Ipswich Event Centre, which is a 2-storey pavilion. It has beautiful modern facilities in there now, and this year it houses not only our creative crafts and all of our different sections of the show, like food and fruit and vegetables and poultry and all that sort of stuff, but it also has the Health and Wellness Expo and the Antiques Expo housed in there this year as well. So it's certainly a very multifunctional event centre now for Ipswich, and of course we increased the size of that building too. So look, a lot of changes. The cattle have moved, and we've got the Ipswich 8 Ball, which are on board this year, never been here before. Seraphim Escape Rooms are also here. We've got Noah's Racing Pigs. We've moved the animal nursery, and we've made it double the size of what it was before. So there's so many changes for the better at the showgrounds, which, of course, the federal government money that we got has been well spent, and this will be the first show.
Well, that's pretty exciting because that's probably the biggest change we've seen at the show in the last, 20 or 30 years?
It is, yeah. Look, 1996 was the last time we did a building program here at the showgrounds. So stage 1, phase 1 and phase 2 have now been completed of the showgrounds redevelopment. And, of course, the next thing is to get our funding for $150 million and create the new Ipswich Convention and Exhibition Centre, which will house If we can get the money from the government, we'll house at least one event in there for the 2032 Olympics if we are successful in getting them.
Wow, that's a bit of a scoop. That sounds very exciting, Darren. Hey, let's talk about the discount tickets online. You want people to buy tickets online?
Yeah, well, look, we'd love people to get their tickets online this year, because when you get online, of course, as per our COVID-safe event, you need to register your name and your contact details. So if you get online and get your tickets before you get to the show, you'll save all of that time having to wait at the gate. You'll go through the VIP entry straight into the show. But if you come to the show and you buy the tickets, not only they'll be more expensive, but you'll have to wait and you register all your details. So it's best to be prepared, ready to come to the show. Discounted tickets are all online now, and they'll also be discounted online tickets right through until 6 o'clock on Sunday. So if you hop online and register and buy your tickets online, it'll be much cheaper than actually rocking up at the gate and buying them.
Darren, I think we should also finish up today by talking about parking, and a reminder about parking around the showgrounds, and for people to be, to show a little bit of courtesy to the showgrounds neighbours. So what do you recommend for parking?
Yeah, look, we recommend to park in Parker Avenue. It's $5, and of course, all of that, the proceeds of the $5 parking fee goes to charity. So that's on the Parker Avenue, but there's limited parking. There's only 800 parking spaces there. But when you do park in the streets around the showgrounds, please be respectful of our neighbours. Our neighbours, usually it's a lovely, quiet suburb around the showgrounds. But of course, once a year when the show's on, it's becomes very, very busy.
So please don't park across people's driveways.
No, definitely. Please don't do. And look, one thing I'd like to add, Alan, as well, is, of course, we have fireworks every night of the show, the Friday, Saturday and the Sunday evening fireworks. So please ensure your pets are nice and safe for that.
Great advice, always timely advice, and great to remind everybody about that. Darren, to you and the committee and all the volunteers who've come together to present the 2021 Ipswich Show, wishing you all the best for a successful weekend.
Thank you, Alan. Have a great day, and you will see you all at the show.
And in other news, Ipswich City Council has released its quarterly development report covering the period January to March this year. The city welcomed 1,218 new residents in the first 3 months of 2021, taking the city population to just under 233,000. The top suburbs for new dwellings and additional population are Spring Mountain, Ripley, South Ripley, Redbank Plains and Collingwood Park. The same report also revealed that citywide there are 86,035 dwellings and 33,101 animals registered. The school immunisation program provided jabs to 4,037 students in the first 3 months of this year. There's been an increase of 25% in the number of customer service requests to Council's regulatory services. This includes calls about overgrown private property, illegal parking on footpaths, abandoned vehicles, roaming and unregistered dogs, illegal dumping and dog noise complaints. You can check out the full report online. You'll find a link in the show notes. Ipswich Today is supported by Kinetics, people-powered web hosting trusted by Australian businesses since 1999. This podcast is also listener-supported. Please make a once-only gift or regular donation to help keep it online. Just go to ipswichtoday.com.au and click the donate button at the bottom of the page. You can follow this podcast on your favourite app, including iHeartRadio, or play Ipswich Today from your smart speaker. Music is supplied by Purple Planet Music. This is Alan Roebuck. Thanks for listening.